This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold 'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down.
That is part of Beyonce's latest album, Cowboy Carter, set to carve out a space for Black artists in a genre that's long ignored their contributions. We're talking about country music. And while Beyonce is the biggest star, she's not the only one leading the charge to make country music more inclusive.
Tonight on the season finale of America in Black, CBS News correspondent Danya Bacchus sits down with 3 country artists who are working to open more doors for artists of color. Danya, thank you for joining us. When exploring the history of country music and the involvement of Black artists, what did you find?
Hi, Jim and Marie. I found that Black artists have been contributing to this genre from the very beginning. In fact, before country music was even a genre, it was just music. And we found that Black and white artists often performed together, they wrote together, they simply just played music together. But it was actually America's racial politics that transformed music. And starting in the 1930s, there was a division. There was hillbilly music, that was considered white music, and then race records were considered Black country music. But when you look at the history, we do know that there were Black artists like Leslie Riddle who were influential on people like the Carter family, who's considered one of the most influential acts in country music history. So we do know that artists have been pushing the genre forward and contributing to it from the very beginning.
Danya, I'm curious, I know you spoke to Black artists who've been working to break into the genre now, people like Brittany Spencer and Mickey Guyton. What did they have to share about their experience in the industry at this moment?
Well, one of the main things that they said is that it was very, very hard to break in. And the main reason was because when they were in rooms with music executives, when they were performing at shows, people were often a little confused about how they could market them to the audience. Many of them saying that they were questioned about their believability, their authenticity in the genre, and many people even trying to push them to, let's say, another genre of music like R&B. But one of the things that they did say was that they found it very difficult to break in, and they even doubted themselves. Brittany Spencer often talked about how it was really hard for her to even consider going into country music because she did not see other artists who looked like her. And even though she's paid her music industry dues, you see her all over the place right now, she says she still feels like there are barriers.
It was wild. I wasn't expecting it. Like, I wasn't expecting any of it, honestly. I still feel like we're breaking down doors, you know, pushing for a change. I think probably even me talking about it in this way, I think it's the first time that I've even like been able to articulate it like this.
And Mickey Guyton, I spoke with her as well. I'm sure you know that name. She's been in the industry for more than a decade. She often talks about how she definitely still feels like she's breaking down barriers and the weight of that. She said she actually saw a change in her career when she stepped into who she is versus who executives wanted her to be.
I've pulled from Brandy, I've pulled from CeCe Winans, I've pulled from Dolly Parton. I remember going into my label and I said, listen, I've learned to be comfortable in rooms full of people that don't look like me. Now it's your turn to learn to be comfortable in rooms full of people that don't look like you.
So Jim and Marie, as you just heard, these are women who are definitely breaking down barriers, but they still feel the weight of those barriers, and they are hoping to bring more people in.
All right, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this, Danya. Thanks so much for joining us this afternoon.